Considering buying Sky Full Fibre Gigafast, in this video, we've reviewed Sky's 900 megabit broadband plan to see if it's worth buying based on its value for money, Wi-Fi router, speeds and consistency, and Sky's customer service. But before we begin, thanks to Sky Broadband for sponsoring this video. As we'll discuss later on, their broadband plans offer great value for money and they have really good customer service compared to most other major providers. So make sure to click the link in the description to the Full Fibre Gigafast coverage checker on the Sky website and put in your postcode here to see what deals they're offering on all of their different speed tiers when you're watching this. Sky Full Fibre Gigafast is Sky Broadband's fastest plan at the moment, with roughly a 930 megabit download speed and around a 90 to 100 megabit upload speed as well. It comes with a 24-month contract, and Sky Broadband is normally very easy to switch to. They support Ofcom's new one-touch switching process, meaning to get started most of the time, you just place your order on the Sky website and they'll contact your old provider for you and cancel the connection. Plus, they'll also pay up to £200 towards a leaving fee if you still have a bit of time left remaining on your contract. All Sky Broadband deals come with a landline service for no additional cost, except you've got to pay per minute of calls made, which is pretty good because most other providers charge you around £5 extra per month for this. And if you make a lot of calls, you can also add on these inclusive minutes bundles to get anytime landline calls, for example, or the ability to make calls on evenings and weekends. The other thing worth mentioning about Sky and their Gigafast plan is their range of TV add-ons. If you want to watch cable TV or just stream different cable TV shows, Sky is almost unbeatable for this. You can choose the basic setup where you just stream shows when you want to using this little box, or you can get a proper set-top box with Sky Q, giving you the ability to do things like record live TV. And Sky now even offers a smart TV with Sky TV built in with no upfront fee, which might be worth looking at if you need a new TV. Sky Full Fibre Gigafast offers plenty of bandwidth for basically any type of household, no matter how many people you have online. If we come to our internet speed needs calculator, for example, which we've linked in the description if you want to check it out, and then basically max everything out. For example, we have 5 people online for 2 or more hours a day, doing all sorts of different things online, including bulk data uploads, and people are often online at the same time. In this case, at a minimum, you'd be able to get away with just 150 to 200 megabits. So Full Fibre Gigafast, with its 800 to 900 megabits, is plenty for basically everyone, including if you often make really big downloads or uploads. But the particularly good thing about Sky, compared to other providers with a similar plan, is their minimum speed guarantee. Sky's guaranteed minimum on this plan is 600 megabits per second, meaning if your speeds drop below this level too often, Sky needs to step in and fix it, or you're eligible to claim money back from them. If we look at Vodafone Broadband for comparison's sake, on their 900 megabit plan, the minimum speed guarantee is just 455 megabits at the moment, so the 600 minimum is good to see from Sky at the moment. And the other good thing about Sky, from a speed point of view, is they're really consistent, but we'll discuss that more a bit later in the video. Probably the biggest downside of Sky Full Fibre Gigafast is the default router it comes with, although you can upgrade it for a fairly reasonable cost. So once you choose Full Fibre Gigafast, scroll down to the Sky Talk section and then continue. You'll get this prompt, which isn't very clear what it's actually doing. It just says add Wi-Fi max, without explaining what that is. But essentially what's going on here is, this is the default router that Sky ships on their Gigafast plan, which is called the Broadband Hub. You can spot it easily because it's black, and the problem with it is, it only comes with Wi-Fi 5, which is a bit outdated. As a result, its speeds and signal aren't the best in larger houses or households with a lot of devices online at the same time. With Wi-Fi Max, you get a different router, their Max Hub, which is white, and comes with Wi-Fi 6. From our testing, the Max Hub performs pretty well in terms of Wi-Fi signal and speeds. We didn't have any issues with it in terms of drop-offs or slowdowns in a medium-sized 4-bedroom house with brick internal walls that often block signal with lower quality routers. The other good thing to know about both of Sky's routers is they can be a bit locked down in terms of the different customization and settings options that they both have. They're not quite as locked down as most BT and EE routers, but you might find it a bit tricky to change certain advanced settings, like setting up dynamic DNS and that sort of thing. But from a Wi-Fi point of view, Sky Full Fibre Gigafast performs well if you can upgrade to their Max Hub router. We just wish they're including this router by default on their most expensive plan at the moment. Remember, click the link in the description to the Sky Full Fibre Gigafast page and put in your postcode here to see what this plan costs when you're watching this video and to see what router they're including with it at the moment. To see if Sky Full Fibre Gigafast offers good value for money, let's compare its cost to other 900 megabit deals from Vodafone and EE. So when we're recording this, Full Fibre Gigafast is £43 a month at the moment, with a £5 setup fee on a 24-month contract. With Vodafone, their Full Fibre 910 plan starts at £37 a month with nothing upfront, £6 a month cheaper than with Sky, and with EE Broadband, their 900 megabit deal is £39 a month on their website when we're recording this. So at the moment, Sky's Gigafast Broadband deal isn't the cheapest option on the market, but there is a reason for this. We'll explain in the next section. And also, these prices can change over time, so make sure to click the link in the description to the Sky website to see what prices they're offering when you're watching this. The biggest strength of Sky Broadband is their customer service. Every so often, Ofcom releases data about numbers of customer complaints associated with each of the major broadband providers in the UK as a proportion of how many customers they have, essentially looking at how often customers had to complain to Ofcom because of poor customer service. And according to this data, Sky gets the fewest complaints of any major provider by quite a decent margin. And if we look at the historical trend, Sky, with its maroon coloured line, has always been near the bottom for numbers of customer complaints, only challenged by EE recently and Virgin Media historically, going back 10 to 15 years or so. What this data means is, Sky has particularly helpful customer service compared to many other major providers, and the data also implies that Sky's broadband service is more consistent than their competitors at the moment from a speed and dropouts point of view. Their service is more consistent and their team is more helpful when issues do arise, meaning that fewer complaints get escalated to Ofcom. So even if Sky isn't the cheapest option on the market when you're watching this, they still might be worth considering if you don't mind paying a bit more for the best possible customer support. There's a lot of things to like about Sky Full Fibre Gigafast if you're looking for a broadband plan with a roughly 900 megabit download speed. This plan has a pretty strong minimum speed guarantee and a good range of add-ons to choose from, especially if you want a landline connection or cable TV channels included. Not to mention, Sky has the best customer service of any major UK broadband provider at the moment. We just wish Sky included their Max Hub router by default on this plan without charging more for it. But this might have changed by the time you're watching this video, and the price of the plan itself might have also gone down. So make sure to click the link in the description to the Sky Full Fibre Gigafast page and put in your postcode to see what deals they're offering on it when you're watching this. And if you have any questions about Sky Full Fibre Gigafast or about choosing a broadband provider more broadly, let us know in the comments and we'll reply as soon as we can.